We've been friends forever, for 25 years.
Yeah.
Before I had my kids, we were just buddies, like nothing like romance from friendship.
If you've been anywhere near the internet lately, then you already know the story is absolutely wild. Hot 97 dropped a report that instantly had people talking, and DJ Funk Flex added fuel to the fire with some serious explosive tea that sent the blogs into a frenzy. According to Flex, allegedly, and that word matters, Kimora had been involved with someone named Baby. Naturally, most people assumed he meant the Baby, the rapper. But no, he was actually referring to Birdman, the cash money mogul, also known as Baby, who is married to the legendary Toni Braxton.
Miss Kimora Lee Simmons.
Russell's own wife, right?
Back to the Fab Lane, but back to the Fab Lane.
The baby was beating that. Go ahead. Finish the story. Finish the story.
Say word.
Finish the story.
Before we go any further, let's talk about the history here, because context is everything. And you're going to need it for this story. The rumors about Birdman and Kimora aren't new. In fact, they've been floating around for years, just waiting to resurface. Allegedly, Birdman and Kimora had a long-standing situation, and it wasn't exactly discreet. At one point, Birdman publicly posted about her, calling her the love of my life, and expressing gratitude while dropping phrases like rich girl and rich gang. This wasn't some quiet fling hidden behind closed doors. He was openly claiming her on social media for everyone to see. And when someone publicly calls her the love of their life, that's a serious declaration. Keep that in mind, because it makes everything that followed even more complicated. Now here's where things get really interesting. Internet detectives who never miss a detail have pieced together timelines, old photos, and posts suggesting that Birdman and Kimora's alleged involvement lasted from around 2004 to 2014. That's a full decade. But it gets messier. That timeline reportedly overlaps with Kimora's other relationships, including her time with Russell Simmons and her relationship with Tim. If these claims are true, it would mean Birdman was allegedly kept in the background while she was publicly involved with other high-profile men. While she was living her life in the spotlight, Birdman was still allegedly part of the picture the entire time. Now, none of this has been confirmed, so we're firmly in alleged territory, but the dates are raising eyebrows. When you look at the timeline, it's hard not to question whether there's some truth there. The math is definitely matting to let's fast forward to Birdman and Toni Braxton, because this is where the story really starts to hurt. They got engaged in 2018, and fans were genuinely happy for them. Toni is an icon. Unbreak My Heart, countless classics. And Birdman is a hip-hop mogul who built Cash Money into an empire. It felt like a power couple moment. Two successful people finding love later in life. They finally got married in 2024, and everyone thought it was a beautiful full-circle love story. But according to sources, this is where things get uncomfortable. Kimora was allegedly still in the picture, while Birdman was with Toni, possibly even during the engagement. If that's true, that's not just messy, it's cruel. Proposing to one woman while allegedly still entertaining another is a deep betrayal. They married in 2024, had a beautiful ceremony, and then separated just 2 days later. 2 days. They didn't even make it past the honeymoon phase. And only 2 weeks after the wedding, Toni filed for divorce. That tells you something serious went wrong, and it happened fast. You don't go from I do to I'm done in 2 weeks unless something devastating comes to light. That a lot of this information comes from Tisa Tells, who's been covering the story closely. According to her sources, Toni allegedly separated from Birdman after discovering he was still dealing with someone else, allegedly Kimora. Again, this is based on what sources claim, but the timing lines up almost too perfectly to ignore. And then it gets even worse. Sources claim that Birdman arrived late to his own wedding. Late, and allegedly told Toni shortly after the ceremony that he had to leave to go help Kimora with something. Let that sink in, doubt if that's true. He left his brand new wife alone on their wedding day to be with another woman. That's not just disrespectful. It's humiliating. Your wedding day is supposed to celebrate your commitment. And instead, he allegedly walked away. If that really happened, it's hard to imagine how anyone recovers from that. Now here's the twist no one saw coming. Despite the separation, despite filing for divorce, and despite all the alleged drama, Toni reconciled with Birdman earlier this year. Yes, They are still legally married, and this is where opinions split. Some people are asking why she would take him back. Others are trying to understand her perspective. And honestly, I think financial security may play a role. Not the only reason, but a factor. Toni is older now, has dealt with lupus for years, and has spent decades being the provider for her family. Maybe at this stage, she wants comfort, stability, someone else to take care of things for once. That doesn't make her weak. Sometimes people stay not because they can't leave, but because they're tired. Tired of fighting, tired of starting over, tired of always being strong. Do I personally agree with her staying? No, I don't. If someone treated me the way Birdman allegedly treated Toni, I'd be gone. But it's her life, her choice. And from the outside looking in, she seems at peace with that decision.
Two tied the knot and seemingly split just 48 hours later last year. The pair apparently agreed to call off the divorce in January.
We've been friends forever, for 25 years.
Yeah.
Before I had my kids, we were just buddies, like nothing like romance from friendship.
And by the way, you all do a great job of kind of keeping it out.
Well, we didn't want people to know.
Why not?
Because of what happened. Yeah.
But if people know, then they don't make up those stories.
But if they don't know, it's nothing to talk about. You get to live your life a little, freer. I am the happiest I've been in a long time.
She happy. I ain't got money, because I'm going to make sure that.
I introduced Toni to her husband. Then he started speaking to me about my sister. I was like, my sister Mary, please go sit down somewhere. Mm-hmm. And so when Toni got a divorce, right. he was serious about her and, made his way in.
Maybe it's love. Maybe it's comfort. Maybe it's the lifestyle he provides. Probably a mix of all three. Realistically, I don't think Toni is going anywhere anytime soon. And when you hear the way she speaks about Birdman in interviews, you can see why she loves him. There's a connection there that we don't fully understand from the outside.
Yeah, we've been like besties for a long time.
People always say that. But
no, this is real. Like no cross the line.
Besties, like you always kept in touch and you always talked.
We would keep in touch. He would come see me when I had my plays. When I had my baby shower, he would come. Like we were really friends. He's a gentleman. He's such a gentleman.
Is he?
What?
I could see that.
Opening doors, and he's just a gentleman. People don't know 2016 November when I was on tour October, I was really sick. I don't mean kind of sick. I mean like really
from the
really
lupus
sick. I had a really bad flare, and I was on tour. And every day I was on tour, he was there with me. And on my off days, he would go and take care of his business, but he would follow me on the bus and just make sure I was okay. And I don't know if you've ever been really, really sick in your life and you feel kind of hopeless and you got somebody who's a friend that's there. That's kind of, it just made me see him differently.
My hope truly is that all of these rumors about Kimora are just that, rumors. If anything did happen in the past, I hope Birdman has completely cut ties and is being faithful now. Toni deserves that. After everything she's endured, her health struggles, carry her family for so long, she deserves a partner who is fully committed to her. I genuinely believe that, deep down, Toni was always the one he truly wanted. So hopefully, he's finally acting like it and treating her with the respect and loyalty she deserves. That's all the tea I have for today. And trust me, it was a lot. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Toni should have stayed? Do you believe the rumors about Kimora? Drop your opinions in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves messy celebrity tea as much as we do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Speech Balloon Sparkles.